It's just whenever you want it. Whenever you want it. What up, guys? What an intro, right? Can I have an applause for the MT10, FZ10, whatever you want to call it? This bike's amazing. Oh, and it sounds so gnarly with this acropovic link pipe now. I've done the acropovic link pipe and I've done the R1 header. So we're titanium on both of them. Oh man, third gear down the hill? Why not? It's so amazing. This bike is so fun. It's such a riot to ride. You guys didn't have faith in me when you saw the picture when I first got this thing and it had the old man saddlebags and it had the big windscreen. Well, guess what, boys? We're getting there. Slowly but surely we are getting there. And I need to get out and do some hooligan stuff on it. It's been raining for like 10 days straight. We're getting out and getting wild, boys. That's with the stock muffler. So it's acropovic mid-pipe, titanium R1 header, stock muffler. It sounds that good. It's so good. Just a little throttle when it comes up. This thing sounds so menacing now. Oh yeah. It's just so easy on this bike. That was a third gear clutch. I haven't even flashed this thing yet. So once I flash it and get another freaking 15 horsepower, it'll just power up in third easily. I'm waiting on my H2 ECU to come back from Two Wheel Dyno Works. It should be here in the next couple days. Then I'm going to take this ECU and send it to Two Wheel Dyno Works for them to work their magic on this bike. So I've done a lot of changes to this bike, and the most noticeable from your guys' view is these Moto Gadget mirrors, which are amazing. They are so good. No vibrations, crystal clear, and I've got the Rhino Moto bar ends on there to hold the mirrors. Oh, what the hell, let's go this way today. Oh, it sounds amazing. Flat out amazing. I can't get enough. So I've done that. I've done the Tech Spec X-Line tank grips. Freaking phenomenal. Had them on my R1. That's why they're on this bike. Bro, it's so aggressive. It's so aggressive. Other mods I've done, I did the OEM Yamaha quick shifter, which I got really lucky and found one at a dealership in Illinois that shipped it to me. I couldn't find them anywhere. They're discontinued or back ordered or whatever. But did that, did a Blaster X turn signal. I'll get off the bike and kind of walk around it with you guys to show you all these mods. That way you can see exactly what all has been done to it. It's so effortless just to lift the front, like hardly any throttle. Just front comes right up, boys. It's like nothing. Oh, a lot of gravel. Like nothing. It's just like, oh, you want a wheelie? You want another wheelie? Yeah, so I ordered the Austin Racing, which is going to sound even more menacing than this. It's going to be ridiculous because it's a belly exit exhaust. But Austin Racing takes like 8 to 12 weeks to get you an exhaust because they're all handmade to order, which is a good and a bad thing. It takes a while, but it's super quality stuff. So I'm waiting on that. In the meantime, this is going to be my exhaust setup, which, to be honest with you guys, I thought it was going to be a little less gnarly than it was, or a little less gnarly than it is, to be more specific, because I was like, man, if I do track days and they have a decibel limit, then I'm going to get kicked out with the Austin Racing. And to be honest, I might get kicked out with this too. I might have to get the Akrapovic N-Can, just because it should be more tame than this stock N-Can. Oh my goodness. It's just whenever you want it. Whenever you want it. But what I was saying is, I'm going to get kicked out with this exhaust and the Austin Racing, so I'm going to have to get an Akrapovic N-Can just to settle this down a little bit. I'm also doing the AIS block-off plates so that a little bit of that popping and crackling on D-cell will be gone. Yeah, buddy. This thing sounds insane. I can't even explain how insane this thing sounds in real life. It's probably not picked up on the GoPro. I don't know where I'm at. I'm at the middle of Cornstalk Road. Literally, Cornstalk Road. Yeah, I just had to get out and make, like, you know, a fun goof-off video. Oh, stop sign at the end of this. Like, I've been doing a little bit too serious of videos, you know, and I just needed to get out and freaking hoon on something. And by God, does this bike hoon. Oh my God, I'm not gonna want to get off this bike. I'm going to try to find somewhere to pull over so I can show you guys the mods. It's kind of a hard area to pull over because it's freaking driveways everywhere. See if I can find a business or something. Is this a driveway or what? I don't know. I'm pulling over right here. I'll show you guys the mods. It's like a little turnaround thing. It's a little sketchy. A little sketchy. Alright, so basic mods that I've done so far. The Yamaha OEM quick shifter down there. Tank pads. Bar ends and bar end mirrors. I went back to the OEM screen on it because I didn't like that tall one, as you know. Kind of looked goofy. So here is, and I don't know if you guys can catch all this coloring, but it is starting to color out so nice. And this is like basically my first big ride on it. And that's titanium R1 header. I sanded it all down, starting with a 180 grit down to a 320 grit. And man, that thing just, it's coloring like crazy. It's going to go all the way down through there too, the more I heat cycle it. Akrapovic link pipe, it's going to do the same thing. This is the first ride with this, so you can see it's starting to get a little bit of coloring on the welds, and it's starting to yellow out there. It'll do the same thing as that. Like, that's a really good shot of that. Stock muffler, O2 sensors are still hooked up until I get it flashed. The frame sliders were already on it when I bought it. Same thing with the spools and the front axle sliders. But I did the Blaster X integrated taillight. Turn signals are integrated with that. And then I also did, I'll show you guys from the side here. I also did this tail tidy, which is 3D printed. Super cool, super sleek. Really like that. Phenomenal, man. This thing looks so good. Other mods that are going to be coming in the pipeline have a 520 chain and sprocket set. So it's a gold chain, same. I'm leaving stock gearing. I like how wheelie happy it is stock, and gold EK chain on it. I've got a lightweight battery, anti-gravity battery going in it. I'm going to do levers next. I think I'm going to keep full length and just go with like some black ASVs or something like that. And then carbon fiber. Always got to get the carbon fiber. Carbon fiber, carbon fiber. You know, these bits back here, that's all going to be carbon fiber. Carbon rear hugger. I don't know if I'm going to do carbon front hugger or not, because I like the Nardo grayish look it has with the neon wheels. Looks sick. All right, let's go do more wheelies. Horse and buggy crossing. Oh man, this bike is like the biggest party animal you could absolutely ever get. So this is why I keep coming to this bike as a super naked. Like, yeah, the other bikes like the Tuono or the new Street Fighter or any of those sick bikes, the KTM, they're better at being a straight up super bike that's more upright. True. They have better brakes, probably a little bit better handling, but this bike is by far the most hooligan out of any of the super nakeds. Like, it's not even close. I mean, yeah, the KTM Super Duke's got a ton of power and likes the wheelie too, but it doesn't have the short wheelbase like this that makes it so easy to carry a wheelie, and the power is so smooth in the upper RPMs because of this inline 4 that it just makes it so easy to keep carrying that wheelie. And it transitions. It transitions so easily because of that short wheelbase. The flickability from right to left is superb, and it sounds amazing. What do you guys think I should do next? Like, I told you my outline of the mods that I think I'm gonna do. What do you guys think I should do? I mean, there's got to be some sick mods that I just haven't thought of yet. I've got too many bikes with too many mods going on, so it's hard to like keep track of what goes to what bike and what I need to do next. I could listen to this bike all day. Like, this needs to be my alarm clock in the morning when I wake up, is this bike at 10,000 RPMs. What do you guys think sounds better, the CP4 or that's in this bike, or do you think the H2 sounds better? Like, they both sound so gnarly in different ways. I can't tell what I like better. The only other motor that's kind of like up there in terms of sound with these would be the Aprilia Tuono's motor. Is pretty dang good. Like, I had an SC project on that shorty and it sounded ferocious. I don't know if there's anything else that could touch these motors in terms of sound. I'm sure there's other stuff that I haven't ridden, but like the H2, the Yamaha R1/MT10 is the same sound, and then the Aprilia Tuono is pretty much my top tier sounding bikes, in my opinion. Effortless. It's freaking effortless. It's insane. This bike's amazing. Guys, I just wanted to get out and hoon around a little bit for you. Hopefully you guys like this kind of content as much as the H2 stuff, because I love it. It's such a fun bike to ride. You're gonna see a lot more of this bike. It's not going anywhere. This thing's getting more mods. I'm gonna do more stuff to it that makes it even more hooligan of a bike. I just can't contain myself. I'm like a child on this bike. So drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the MT/FZ10. Let me know what mods I need to do next. Let me know what you think is the best sounding of the Super Nakeds, or any motorcycle for that matter. Until next time, guys.